I got something I want to talk about. It's probably something that a lot of y'all want me to talk about. If you can be transparent about motorcycles and non-biased, then you can admit that the Gixxer 1000 is a really good platform. But it all started with one specific bike, or one specific year, or I guess 2 years. The K5 and the K6. Those Gixxer 1000s came out in 2005 and 2006, and by far are my favorite. The new ones are kind of good, I ain't gonna lie. The Gixxer 1000 gets so much hate, and it's typically because of the riders, because back then it used to be super affordable. We're not stuttering today. Super affordable, and because they were super affordable, it was easy for people to get. When people were able to get the bikes, they were able to crash the bikes, and then they just do certain things like wear flip-flops with shorts. It just happens. It is what it is. Now, I'll keep it 100% honest, and I'm not gonna pretend like Gixxer 1000s are perfect, but they are pretty good. In fact, really good. The K5, in fact, was the reason that you have the BMW S1000. Oh my gosh, that's a big shocker. It might be a shocker for you for real. If it's for real a shocker for you, I was not mocking you. If it wasn't, well, I might be. It is admitted by BMW engineers that they used the K5 motor and they developed the S1000 motor. In fact, they didn't just use one motor, they used 11 K5s to make the BMW. Why would this be? Why would this be? You might have 1,000,001 questions on what makes the Gixxer so good. Well, it's first of all because those motors were fast as crap. Second of all, those motors were bulletproof. Those motors were actually way ahead of their time. In fact, they were so ahead of the time that Suzuki barely made any changes to the motors, and to this day, they still barely make changes to the motors. They don't add a whole bunch of technology into the motors. They give you motor, they give you reliability, and they give you power. I do think Suzuki can upgrade some of their tech. However, the motors are solid. Now, a lot of people want to know what would be the best year Gixxer 1000. Well, if it isn't the K5 and it isn't the K6, then I have one honorable mention, and that's whatever the one is for now generation. The 2017 to 2025s are amazing. In fact, they get better every year. Even though they're the same generation, they still get better every single year. And why is this? It's because somehow Suzuki makes these little tweaks to their motor and it just makes it more reliable or push a little bit more horsepower. And if you do anything like road racing, you would understand that if you want a very fast road race bike, you get a new gen Gixxer 1000. You cut weight and then you put money into the motor and you will have one of the fastest road race bikes out. It is no question. Problem is everybody knows this, so everybody kind of has a fast road racing bike, but hey, it is what it is. You can't beat fast with not fast. You got to beat fast with fast. But all of this to talk about the K5. Well, I guess the K5 is really what started it. In fact, it is my favorite generation of Gixxer 1000, and I had an opportunity to get a K6. I tried to get a K6. It didn't work out, but I did try really hard, and I will continue to try because I just want one of those in my garage. It's just something about reliability, fast, and solid. Now, I will tell you 100%, if you do get one, make sure you fix the stator problem. Or is it the rectifier problem? But whichever one it is, you got to make sure you fix it. It's always a little awkward doing videos and people can see you. Now, another reason why a lot of people like the K5 Gixxers is because it was one of the first 1000s with a smaller frame, a lighter weight frame. I think the K5 Gixxers and the K6 Gixxers were about 440 pounds, which previously the older generation 1000s were heavier. They just were. A lighter frame with a big, powerful motor means that it goes really fast. And not only does it go fast straight, it goes fast left and right. It's easy to flick. Everybody knows that sport bikes are supposed to flick, which heavy equals not flick, light equals more flick. So what's not to like about it? In fact, a lot of people say things like the 1000s are so much bigger, so they're not good to use in the corners. That's what they're made for. They're made for the corners. If you don't got the skill, just say that. Me, I don't got the skill, so I'm gonna say that. My 600 is very much lighter than my ZX10, but with more practice, more training, I could use the ZX10 probably better than I could use the 600. I just don't got the skill, which a lot of people don't got the skill to handle those bikes, which is why Gixxers get a bad reputation. It's because they wreck so much. I don't know why, actually. I don't know why they wreck so much, and I don't know why Gixxer riders do certain things. And if you are a Gixxer rider that wears full gear, you take care of your bike, well then obviously I'm not talking about you, but we know who I am talking about. Either way, I do think that the K5, K6 is a good buy all the way in 2025, and if you got the opportunity to buy one, you probably should buy one. In fact, if I get the opportunity to buy one, I probably will buy one, and I'm gonna keep it in pristine condition. All this to say that is my favorite Gixxer 1000, but regardless, now you know. Remember, keep it 1K, aka 1000, and y'all ride safe out there. Peace.